Hello, my friend! Learning Polish with Duolingo can be fun, especially in the beginning. But the more you learn, the more you realize that Duolingo isn't the best for a long run. It teaches you words, but it isn't the best at explaining things. Also, it would be nice to practice your knowledge in a different way. But you don't have to worry anymore. I prepared for you this video based on the vocabulary and grammar used by Duolingo. We will start with a simple dialogue only using words that you already know. Then I will explain some grammar and vocabulary. After that, you can listen to a very similar dialogue but with more advanced vocabulary. And at the end, I will show you the most important words so far. We will start with the first 3 lessons: Basics 1, Basics 2, and phrases. I hope you are prepared. Meet Bartek. Bartek has just finished his first 3 lessons with Duolingo Polish. He feels very confident, just look at him. He wants to test his knowledge and talk to someone in Polish. Dzień dobry. Cześć. Ja jestem chłopcem. Ja jestem kobietą i mam dziecko. Tak, masz dziecko. On jest chłopcem. Nie, ona jest dziewczynką. Przepraszam, ona jest dziewczynką. Dziewczynka pije mleko. Ona lubi pić mleko. Ona pije mleko. Ja jem jabłko. Tak, ty lubisz jeść jabłko. Ja lubię jeść ciasteczko. Mam ciasteczko. Proszę, ciasteczko. Dziękuję. Dobrze mówisz po polsku. Tak, mówię dobrze po polsku. Lubię mówić po polsku. Ja lubię mówić po angielsku. Dobrze mówię po angielsku. Dziewczynka nie mówi. Ona je i pije. Dobrze. Do widzenia. Pa pa. And how was it? Did you understand everything? Don't worry if you didn't. You can listen it again if you need. I must tell you, this dialogue doesn't sound natural because it contains limited amount of words. It kind of feels like this one video where 2 bots are talking with each other. Anyways, let's break the dialogue down. Let's start with the greetings. The universal formal greeting is dzień dobry. It means good morning or good afternoon. You can use it basically any time of the day. Dzień means day and dobry means good. So dzień dobry means a good day. Cześć, hej, hejka are informal greetings. You can say it to your friends, for example. The most popular is cześć. Siema, siemano, elo also mean hi, but in a more swaggy way. But be careful, you don't want to sound like this guy. Better stick to cześć. Now let's move to the farewells. Do widzenia is a formal farewell. It means goodbye. Literally, it means something like to seeing. Papa, cześć are informal. As you can see, cześć can mean both hi and bye. Crazy, right? I want to introduce you to the first tense you will learn in Polish, present tense. You can feel relieved now because there's only one present tense. Ja piję wodę means I drink water and I am drinking water. If you want to be more precise, you can add some additional words. For example, ja piję teraz wodę. I am drinking water now. Do you know what is conjugation? No, I am not talking about bacterial conjugation, you science freak. I mean conjugation of verbs. It means there exist different forms of verbs for different persons. Different for me, he, she, and it, and so on. Let's take a look. Być, to be. Ja jestem, ty jesteś, on, ona, ono jest, my jesteśmy, wy jesteście, oni są, As you can see, there are different endings for different persons, and there is a core jest. Well, oni są is an exception. Ja jestem Bartek. Ty jesteś Marta. Dzięki za info. Let's take a look at another verb. Pić. To drink. Ja piję, ty pijesz, on, ona, ono pije, my pijemy, wy pijecie, oni piją. Jeść. To eat. Ja jem, ty jesz, on, ona, ono je, my jemy, wy jecie, oni jedzą. As you can see, not every verb will behave in the same way. You can see here the first person singular form, I, ja, can have either m or ę at the end. Everything can be explained by some rules and exceptions, but mostly you will see ę at the end. You can always check the conjugation online. Use Babla, Astekium, or other websites. At the beginning, I recommend you checking conjugation of every new word and writing it down. You can try to memorize it or to write simple sentences. Once you will practice enough, you will notice patterns in the way verbs change. Now, time for the subject pronouns. You know them. Ja, ty, on, ona, ono, my, wy, oni, one. Did you know that you can just skip them? Because of the verb's conjugation, we always know who is the subject. Me, he, she, or they. So pronouns are just unnecessary. So you can of course say ja jestem, I am. But you can as well say jestem, and it will be perfectly understandable. Ty mówisz, or just mówisz. It is a bit different with he, she, and it, as we can't tell who is the subject. Then we usually specify. Let's take a look. Ona pije. On pije. So, if you want to sound like a real native speaker, drop the subject pronouns. Let's try. Mówię po polsku. I speak Polish. It sounds perfectly fine and understandable. But there are some cases when it is better to use a subject pronoun. For example, if you want to underline who is doing an action. Ona nie mówi po polsku. Ja mówię po polsku. So it means she doesn't speak Polish. I speak Polish. You thought conjugation was bad, right? Wait for the declination. Every noun can exist in 7 different cases. It depends on the verb used and on the function of the noun in the sentence. But hey, don't panic yet. What if I tell you that the last case is so rarely used that you can be perfectly fine without ever using it? I will explain you it someday. When we are talking about who we are, we use narzędnik, instrumental in English. Don't ask me why, it is just like that. Let's have some example. Ja jestem mężczyzna doesn't sound good and it is not correct. You cannot use nominative here. You have to use instrumental, so ja jestem mężczyzną. It works the same if you talk about others, like on jest mężczyzną. You might think a and on look similar, but there's actually a big difference in pronunciation, so try to remember about it. I came across this meme and I think it is accurate. On is basically an O with a vibration. On. But when O is at the end of the word, we make it easier for ourselves and we pronounce it more like Got it? Anyways, let's come back to the declination. You can say to jest chłopiec, ja jestem chłopcem. This is a boy, I am a boy. To jest dziewczynka, ja jestem dziewczynką. To jest mężczyzna, ja jestem mężczyzną. To jest kobieta, ja jestem kobietą. You can always check the right declination online. You might say now, Mamo, co to za język? Mom, what is this language? So many rules, I will never learn them. So don't learn them. Start with building your vocabulary and understanding how to build a sentence. Learning should be fun, right? If it becomes a struggle for you, take it easy. You will eventually learn all the cases, but everything step by step. Now, let's level up. Do you remember the dialogue from the beginning? It was very simple. I would like to show you now the same conversation, but with more advanced words, so it sounds natural. Dzień dobry. Cześć. Jestem chłopcem. A ty kim jesteś? Jestem kobietą i mam dziecko. Tak, widzę, że masz dziecko. Czy to chłopiec? Nie, to dziewczynka. Ach, przepraszam. Rzeczywiście, to dziewczynka. Nic się nie stało. Zobacz, dziewczynka pije mleko. Ona bardzo lubi pić mleko. Ona pije mleko, a ja jem jabłko. Ty chyba bardzo lubisz jeść jabłka. Ja za to lubię jeść ciasteczka. Mam tutaj ciasteczko. Proszę, to dla ciebie. Dziękuję. Dobrze mówisz po polsku. Dobrze mówię po polsku, bo lubię ten język. A ja lubię mówić po angielsku. Lubię ten język. A czy dziewczynka mówi? Nie, ona nie mówi. Ona tylko je i pije. Rozumiem. Do widzenia. Pa, pa. And how was it? Oh my god, those people have terrifying eyes. Well, that's better. Anyways, let's check the words you should already know. Chleb, chłopiec, dziewczynka, kobieta, mężczyzna, mleko, woda, jabłko, ciasteczko, dziecko, być, jeść, pić, mówić, lubić, mieć, przepraszać, dziękować. And that's it. You survived the first 3 Duolingo Polish lessons. You can be proud of yourself. Have a nice day and keep your streak.